Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all gonna have to excuse me. I didn't do my hair this morning, okay? We didn't want to do no hair. We just brushed it back. All right, brushed it back. I know I'm supposed to come on here and be like, I don't know. I don't know. But y'all see, your girl followed the two-finger rule for the sunscreen today. So we doing better with the sunscreen. We doing better with the sunscreen today. Hey y'all. Hey. Hey y'all. Hey. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Elvira Valdez, and this is EFP Media. EFP stands for Ever Faithful Podcast. And here we explore, mental health, journaling, wellness, and personal growth through my life experiences, my testimony, and things of that nature. We are all about, growing, protecting our mind, thinking positive things. Currently, we are in the middle of May. We are doing a May reset journal workbook. So every day this month, my goal is to post a video related to the journal prompt in the workbook that's available on my website at www.growingwithlegend.com. It is available for free. You can get it for free. So go over there and download it. You can move at your own pace. You can jump around. I have like a guide for you to kind of have like a healthy, mindful eating this month. These are I don't have any recipes, but I got choices. I have like protein choices, veggie choices, healthy fats choices, healthy carb choices. And you kind of just mix and do your own little recipe, which you would like to do. But I wanted to encourage you to have like a really mindful meal, more mindful meals this month. So even if it's a snack, a mindful snack, breakfast, mindful breakfast, just something that lets your body know that you love it, you're here for it, and you want it to be and perform at its best. So that is available in the description box. So today's prompt is filled with possibility and joy. So the first 7 days of the month we were kind of what did I put here? Yeah, we were clearing out the space. We were identifying what's not working, what we need to get rid of, what we need to clear out. So from May 8th through the 14th, we're going to be planting new seeds. So now we're entering into a new space where we're planting new seeds. We're creating that thought that is going to help us build a more positive and uplifting life for ourselves. So today is the 8th, which means it is the 8th journal prompt for today. And it reads, what are 3 things you'll like to invite into your life this month? And I am super excited about this journal prompt because it opens up possibilities of you creating a new life for yourself. The question is open, and it is allowing you to kind of think outside of the box that you're not usually used to thinking about, right? It invites us to dream, like, what do you want for yourself? It invites you to reflect and intentionally shape the kind of month we want to experience. The year is halfway gone, y'all. Like next month, it'll be 6 months into the year, and I can't believe it's moving so fast, right? And with that being said, though the year is going by quickly, doesn't mean we have to just be floating through it without intention. So I definitely want you to have a more intentional way of thinking and being moving forward from this day forward. I want you to be more intentional about what you want for yourself. So grab your journal, get cozy today, play me in the background, pull out your notes app, the notes app on your phone, get your journal if you can, or even just listen now and then come back at the latter part of the day, and you before you go to bed and get this journal prompt. Now, as always, I'm a why type of person. You want to tell me something? I'm gonna be curious as to why. I am a why person. Why this? Why that? Been that way since I was a kid. I need to know why. So as always, why is this prompt important? And because so often we focus on what we need to fix or remove in our lives, but we forget to ask, what do we want to welcome in? So, as the first 7 days we were removing things, now that we've removed and cleared that space, we need to put something in place of that is going to uplift us. So I want you to think about, the things that you want to move forward in this life, three or this month, three things that you want. So this is about moving from survival to intention. So, survival is more like you wake up, you go with the flow of life, you're just going through each day, go to work, I do this, I do that, but you don't really have you didn't plan anything, you didn't carve out time to pray. I tell you guys that I have an on my calendar, so my phone alerts me, okay, you need to pray now. It's almost time to prayer. And it's a 10-minute time slot on my calendar that I allocate to remind me that, hey, it's time to go down in prayer and pray, just to kind of get my body into the motion of praying. Maybe you want to invite more peace into your life. Maybe you want to invite more laughter. You want to have more freedom. You want to be more carefree a little bit, more joy. Maybe you want to invite more discipline, creativity, rest, connection, whatever it is, naming it matters. You have to identify with what it is that you want to welcome in. Don't just think in the clouds like, oh, just going with the flow. Going with the flow is good in certain circumstances, but we don't want to live a life where we're constantly going with the flow and we're not living intentionally. When we name what we want to invite, we begin to create space for it. When we begin to open our hands and our hearts to receive it. So, I think my grandmother used to say, like, a closed fist can't receive anything. Have open hands to give and to give to people, and then also to receive. So I want to also share that with you as well. Don't have your hands so closed and don't be so, so tight, so intense. Be free. Be free, relax, and allow yourself to welcome in the new possibilities. So, as we get into the reflection part of the journal prompt, this is where we kind of like break down the journal prompt into sub journal prompts. So, this is where we kind of like pause and reflect together. So, I want to ask you this: what's been missing in your life lately? What haven't you really experienced in the last couple of days, or maybe in the last couple of moments, months, years? What is your soul craving? What are you craving at the soul level? What is something that you've kind of just brushed aside because it hasn't been coming into fruition and you feel like it's maybe never coming, right? And sometimes when we get into that space, we try to take matters into our own hands, and it never works out that way, right? And it just teaches us that we need to be patient a little longer, right? That's what I'm learning right now. I'm welcoming in patience right now, okay? Second, choose your three invitations. So I wrote down some, examples to help inspire you to get your mind rolling. You know, you might want to invite peace into your mornings. Invite discipline into your health habits. Invite joy into your relationships. Invite creativity into your free time. You know, invite God's guidance into your decisions. And that's where I am. I'm taking like this month or this week or whatever for the rest of my life. I want to invite God's guidance into my decision making and removing like thinking like, okay, yeah, you need to think for yourself sometimes. You need to use your common sense sometimes, right? However, allowing God's thinking guidance, I'm sorry, allowing God's guidance to kind of help me instead of me leaning on my own understanding and inviting more creativity into my free time, just being like, I showed you guys like my um art journal where like I do like the sticker journaling. That was new for me. This is new for me. I'm used to just writing, like doing the writing journaling. And last month I introduced sticker journaling into my life and I was like, okay, yeah, this is it. I like it. I'm enjoying it. So, those are just examples that I can say for myself. Also, the discipline with my health habits. Gut health is why I focus a lot on wellness on this channel because, your gut is your second brain. And being disciplined in that area is something that I really want to, excel in and be feeding my body the proper things and not just eating out of survival, but also eating with intention. And the third is, visualize what this looks like. So, as you are thinking about this, like the three things that you want to invite into your life, what do it look like you doing these things? So, if you want to invite more peace into your mornings, right? What does that look like for you? Does that mean you wake up and go through the motions, you pick up your phone, you check your Instagram, you check your YouTube account, see who went live the night before you even prayed, before you even opened scripture, before you even brushed your teeth? We all do it, okay? Don't cringe. We all do it. Many of us had that phone sleeping right beside us. We may not be married, but you got that phone right beside you, don't you? So, if you wanted to invite more peace into your mornings, that scenario may look like putting your phone in a charger in another room or across the room, right? So you would have to physically get out of your bed to go grab the phone. Another way that you can have a peaceful morning is to not even touch your phone. You get up, your feet hit the floor, you give a gratitude prayer, you start your day, and you might want to listen to worship music. You might want to listen to a sermon from 5 3 10 years ago, and you get that good word into you. You do your morning routine, your skincare routine, and then you start your day. Then you have an intentional breakfast, and then maybe after that, then you could pick up your phone and check your emails and respond to either your text messages and things like that. So that is what I mean when I say visualize it. I'm not talking about manifestation. I'm talking about actual things that you can do to create the life that you want for yourself. It's not about a wishing upon a star. No, it's about being intentional, being clear, and then doing it, and then acting as the person you want to be. It's going to feel weird at first, okay? When you're used to snacking on a little piece of chocolate and you got to now snack on some grapes, which we all like some grapes, right? So yeah, maybe we're gonna have to choose something else. But anyway, and you got to snack on like a fruit or a vegetable, it's going to feel weird at first. It is not going to be appealing, but over time, your body is going to get used to it. Your mind is going to get used to the process. So just trust yourself in that. I always want to say, as I am sharing these things with you, I'm not speaking on manifesting your future. I'm talking about living intentionally. And I just want to be very clear about that. Okay. So as you write down what it is for yourself, I want you to always think about what it looks like you actually doing the task or the behavior and then do them and allow them to become a part of your life step by step. So you might not, break away from your phone in the morning immediately. You might can, say a prayer and then grab your phone. That's progress. Over time, the more you're being more intentional about your morning, the more you're going to gravitate more towards the things that are working for you versus the things that are not. So don't feel discouraged if you don't overnight. I'm, having a whole hour of intentional morning before I even get on my phone. Like that, you're superhuman if you can do that. If you've been doing something the same way for 10 years, it's going to take you time before you reach the new level, the new heights of what it is that you want to do. All right. So, a little piece of encouragement. As always, I want to leave you with some encouragement. You are allowed to want good things for your life. You don't have to just allow life to keep hitting you and hitting you and hitting you, and you don't like you're just allowing things to happen. No, be intentional, figure it out, find a way out, right? You are allowed to long for peace, joy, love, purpose, connection. I understand long suffering is a part of life. You can't escape it. Spiritual warfare is a part of life. You can't escape it. However, you can invite peace, joy, love, purpose, connection. All of those good things can come right into your life and bring you joy and bring spring and bring warm weather, right? Because most of us love it when it gets warm outside, when the trees start to bud and the flowers starts to, pop out, and we got that pop of color in the sky now. We got the pop of color in the trees now. And most of us love that, but we also have to realize that there is a season where it's dry, where it's cold, where it's rigid, where it's kind of like real icy, where things are dead, where nothing is blooming. That is life, right? So I want to embrace all seasons of life, but also give you the encouragement that no matter what season you're in, whatever you think in your mind is what you're going to believe. And not whatever you think you believe, but it's whatever you think you can choose to believe it or not. And if you choose to believe the lie, then we're going to have to keep working on the journaling. Okay. We're going to have to keep working on the journaling. So I want you to know that you are worthy of peace. You're worthy of joy. You are worthy of a life that means the world to you. You are worthy of a life that is meaningful, and don't let anyone rob you of that. I don't care how many bad days you have, you still got a day, right? So find joy in it. Find a way to laugh, to smile. If you didn't even get out the house today, take that bonnet off, do your hair, put your hair on. If I don't know, do something, all right? Be intentional. If you don't leave the house, you get to walk around. I'm in holiness, so we cover our heads. But if you're at home, you can walk around with your head uncovered, you know. And so do something today that makes you smile, just for you, nobody else. Make sure that you are well taken care of, and don't worry about being perfect. This isn't about perfection. It's about opening your heart to what's possible. So, as always, you guys, I want you to drop in the comments, share your appreciation, share your love for the content. I want to tell you thank you so much for being here with me. My goal is I will be coming back tomorrow for day number 9. And I want to invite you all to, go in the description box, download the journal so you can follow along with us, or you can go at your own pace. We also have like a habit tracker guide that makes sure that, like, are you hitting your habits today? And we'll talk about that on another video where we discuss the benefits of positive habit tracking or positive habit stacking. All right. I love you guys, and I pray you all have a great rest of your day. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.